Well, hello there. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. I'm the old Growler. What we do here is we take a look at a can of beer, a bottle of beer, sometimes a wine or a spirit might drop by. We're all friends in fermentation. We read everything on the label. We take a look at the artwork. We see what they're trying to sell us. We crack it open and see if it meets expectations. A few things first, though. We always make sure that the temperature of the beer is absolutely correct, and that is lagers between 37 and 47 degrees Fahrenheit and ales between 50 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit. I use a ThermoWorks thermometer right here. There is a link to them in the description box below. Also, all of our beers are tasted tested in the same glassware. That way nobody has a leg up when it comes to clarity or aromatics. And finally, the traditional tasting is one will take a look, one will smell, one will sip, and one will pontificate. Well, I'll pontificate all right, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to sip first. Why? Wine expert Fred Dax explains it all to you. He does a lot better than I do. All right, what do we got today? From my friends here in Brooklyn, the Sixpoint Brewery. They've got the Crisp Pilz, P-I-L-Z. And it's 19.2 fluid ounces, 5.4% alcohol by volume. It says beer is culture. 5.4%. We already got that. Brooklyn, New York. Okay, let's see what we have in the back here. Okay. In ancient beer caves near the foot of the Alps, the beer came calling. European hops and German malts make for a legit Pilz with a snappy hop aroma that's as refreshing as the mountain air. Now that's crisp. Sixpoint Brewing Company. The Surgeon General warning me not to be a pregnant woman operating heavy machinery, and the Brewers Association telling me that this is an independent brewery, and the barcode telling me that that's how they sell their beers. Oops, what do we got here? Formulated and brewed by Sixpoint Brewery, Brooklyn, New York, Parkersburg, Pennsylvania, and Downingtown, Pennsylvania. So we're spreading out there. All right, well, what am I expecting? If this is a traditional Pilz style of beer, it's going to be crystal clear. It's going to be very effervescent. It's going to have a nice head to it. Mainly, it's going to have a malt flavor to it, but the hops are going to be mainly in the aromatics. That's what I'm looking forward to. Let's crack it open and see if it meets those expectations. Oh yeah, by the way, $5.99 at the local beer emporium. All right. There we go. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. It certainly looks the part, doesn't it? That's a Pilz. Oh, absolutely clear. Look at that. Okay, well. It's been out of the fridge a little bit, so it is at 52, which is 47. It's a smidge warm, but that just means it might give up its aromatics and its flavors a little bit better than if it was cold. All right, well, it looks the part. It's relatively close to the same temperature. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Yes, I took 2 sips. It's a little past 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday, and my taste buds are on siesta. They had to be woke. But I woke now. Let's see what their olfactory friends have to say. Oh yeah. There is a lot of herbal aromatics coming off of this. A very pleasant one. It's almost like being in a kitchen. Well, in the herb parts of the kitchen. Ooh. Flavor receptors are very happy. And you know something? They're getting a little bit more hop than I was expecting, but it's not unpleasant because it is balanced out. against a nice, full-bodied and grainy undertone there, a little sweet, grainy undertone. Wow, what a well-balanced beer. All right, well, as you might have noticed, we have started to rate beers now. 1 to 5, 1 being number 1 and 5 being a dive. Well, you've waited long enough. What do we got here? Crisp Pilz from Sixpoint Brewery here in Brooklyn. How would I rate this one? Well, as far as the balance goes, it is right on. It's as I say, it's a little chilly, so or a little warm, so it might have a little bit difference to it. But I'm going to rate it up there as a number 2 because you can't get a number 1 yet. I mean, that's only somebody can make things perfect, and it's not a brewer. Okay, so I'm giving it a number 2, and does it meet expectations? It certainly does. I'm going to do this one over, if you don't mind. Very herbal. I mean, that is there's a nice herbal or aromatic on that. That is really a nice herbal sensation. Let's see what the taste buds have to say. Oh, they agree. But also they're finding a nice tart. A really tart, not a bitter, but a tart topping to a full-bodied, very malty beer. Ooh, that is a nice combination. That is a really good combination, I tell you. It's well balanced. It's well balanced. All right, well, I would certainly rate this beer a number 2 out of 5. That is for sure. In case you haven't noticed, we've been starting to rate our beers. Let me know what you think about that idea. I'd appreciate it. Okay, well, it rates, I would say, a 2 out of 5, and 1 being the greatest, and 5 being the bad. And does it meet expectations? Oh, it certainly does. I've had some brews from Sixpoint before, and they are right on. If you enjoyed this presentation, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. A thumbs up would be great, share us with your friends, and a comment would be really appreciated. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.